Hey, what's good? Thanks for pressing play on another midday Bite Down Boxing video. I'm the host of the Bite Down Boxing podcast and the Pay Me No Mind Sports and Entertainment YouTube channel. And just doing my little weekly or daily lunch check-in. I saw on Boxing Scene that there's an article out there with Hearn, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing and Matchroom Boxing USA. Uh, Firing some shots back at the Bob father, at Bob Arum of Top Rank Incorporated. And Hearn was taking some shots at Bob and ESPN Plus, and basically he's a little chafed because Bob made the comment that Anthony Joshua should finish up his contract with Eddie Hearn and the arrangement with DAZN, and then make his way over to Bob with with Top Rank and be steered by him. It's just funny to me because for either one of the two services to be bashing each other, because honestly, whatever you're a fan of, it just seems like that's going to be the direction that boxing goes in. Ultimately, we'll see what happens with free TV, with boxing on free TV. And I wish PBC well, with doing that and with championing that. The May 11th, the May 11th fight with IBF and WBA super welterweight champion Jarrett Hurd versus J-Rock. That's a great fight that should do a lot. Should be very exciting. Hopefully, they do what they need to do to get Jarrett Hurd as a colorful brother, as a really not the most abrasive brother. Hopefully they find some ways to incorporate him into some things and get his face out there. Obviously, it's not football season, so they can't. It's kind of hard to play up the whole similarity in the hairstyles, whatnot with Beckham, Odell Beckham. But somewhere they should be able to work him in and pump that up. But that should be something that does well. But my thought was, I don't know how we could deny the increase, or what I would expect as the continued rise of the usage of the streaming platform to be the place where boxing is, the future of boxing is held. You got A-list actors. We got Ben Affleck and the Oscar guy, or Oscar Isaac, whatever his name is. We have them releasing movies, major motion picture quality, theater quality movies directly onto Netflix. We also had this new joint that's out there. I think it's available for viewing right now. The joint with Kevin Costner, Highwaymen. You can't tell me that if these bankable movie stars, if that's not going to be, if that's going to keep happening, you can't tell me that other things aren't, other types of media or other mediums aren't going to be pushed towards a streaming platform. Now, similar to Netflix, Netflix had to overpay for some of these different movies that they've released on there. They've had to overpay for some of these, the series that they have. So, similarly, DAZN has had to go out there and give some nice bags to some different individuals. I think a 40-some-year-old Klitschko, Vlad, just got a nice bag. I think that's the story that's coming out for 3 fights, I believe. So I can't see how either guy is really gonna sit here and fire shots at one another between Arum and Eddie Hearn, and think that, you know, either they're gonna be battling it out, I think, for some time to come. Now, and you know, and that's another thing like that I had mentioned, you know, with Bob Arum coming out, throwing his weight around and being critical of what somebody else is doing. And, you know, he really, it's not like everything he does is untouchable. And I think, you know, if we look at the Bogdan Dinu and Kubrat Pulev card, this week's past card with Vosdik, those really weren't barn burners. But we understand, you know, we understand that as fans, we understand, you know, what a piece of the puzzle both of those cards were for, especially the Kubrat Pulev card. So basically stay tuned. We'll see what happens, you know, as these two guys continue to jostle for you know, control of the streaming space and being on not, I don't know if ESPN is considered a premium channel, premium cable channel, but you know, it does come with the subscription. I believe that's where it is now. Even for basic cable, I think you have to get a subscription now to get ESPN. I think it's been a long time since I cut the cord, so I'm not that familiar with it. But just stay tuned, man. And I guess my final thought was it's kind of crazy how Bob's commentary, and I understand he's an older man, he's a senior citizen, and he's been doing this a long time, but it's crazy how everything he says is just golden and goes off without question. And then every other move that every other outfit is trying to make, they have to justify every single thing that they do. But, you know, I guess that comes with, you know, that's part of Arum and his legacy and everything. But let me get on off of here, man. I just was jumping on very quickly, and gotta go